I was at a uh, big box retail hardware store, and I had one item, and I'm wanting to get some bales of straw, and I'm standing and waiting on the line, to get in the line to check out. And the lady comes over. She goes, "You can come over here to self checkout." I said, "No, no, 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 no. I'm good. I'm good." She goes, "Well, it's not hard." I said, "Well, no, I'm not saying I don't know how to do it. I certainly understand how to do it. I just don't want to do it." She goes, "Well, really, you should try it." And she just keeps on and on and on and drags me into the self checkout. And so I'm so frustrated by this. I get my item and I leave, and I get halfway down the road and I realize I didn't buy the 20 bales of pine straw that I wanted. So I picked up the phone and I called and asked for the manager. Got the manager on the phone and I explained my situation. And she says, "Well," she said, "the self-checkout, it really is." I said, "No, let me stop you. Here's what self-checkout means. You don't want to pay somebody to take my money. You want me to do all my own work, and then you save that and somebody else don't have a job. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all." So anyway, she talks me into coming back, and I got my stuff. But at that point, I'm a one-man war against self-checkout. I refuse to use self-checkout. It's wrong. It's wrong. Yeah. And so what I loved about going to Costco was there was no self-checkout, none whatsoever. And then one day, I walk into my Costco, and there's a self-checkout line. And I'm like, what? How can this be the greatest store on the face of the earth? What is going on? And so as I walk by, they say, "Do you want to do self-checkout?" I said, "Not only do I not want to do it, I refuse to do it. I'm not going to pay you a membership fee to work for you. I'm not going to do it." I go over to the other line, and I'm talking to the people that's running the register. Costco's, they take good care of employees. I'm talking. I said, "What's the deal?" And they said, "Well, it's just." I said, "Well, I promise you, I'm in unity with you. You will never see me in that line. I would not. I'm you. I'm with your union. I know you don't have a union, but I got a union." Looked in the headlines the other day. Walmart and Costco are going to be getting rid of self-checkout. It's getting ready to be gone. The demise of self-checkout.
I didn't read the article. Why? What was the reason for it? Was it complaints? Was it?
Well, no. It's self-checkout has contributed to an increase in crime. They're getting ripped off right and left. I mean, you cannot leave. Yeah. And here's the other thing. If I'm checking myself out, when I get to the door, don't be asking to look at my receipt. You trusted me to fix all that. Get out of my way. But one lady got, and see, they've had a lot of false accusations. One lady, she got wrongly accused, and she won a $2 million lawsuit against Walmart after she proved she didn't take a thing. And they stopped her and made a big deal about it. So it's turned out to be not the panacea that they expected it to be. So how about hire some people, give some people a job, have somebody talk to me at the register, and that's what I want. And you know what? I single-handedly across the nation, I think I brought them to their knees.
I do.
I don't want to pat myself on the back. I really don't. But I think I brought them to their knees. So
I just think that I should be invited to the Walmart Associates holiday party because I've spent as much time checking out as someone who's not on the benefits plan.
Exactly.
You know what gets under my skin? I go to my supermarket to check out, and I look, and they've only got 3 lanes. And we've got a bunch of visitors where we live, and it's packed. So I go over to the checkout. There's 6 checkouts, right? 6 checkouts. But if you have alcohol, which occasionally I do, a bottle of wine, you swipe it, and it goes, the thing lights up. What does it say? It says, help is on the way. Help is on the way. ID check necessary. Help is on the way. And all of a sudden the screen goes yellow. It's flashing yellow. And what it says is, this guy's drinking. This guy's a drinker right over here. And not only that, the person that can type in the code to let me go because I'm not under 21, and honest to God, I don't look like I'm under 21, and sometimes they still ask for an ID. It's so stupid. There's nobody to come over and clear it because they don't have enough staff. So now you're waiting, and you're getting the stink eye from other people because you're holding up the checkout thing. It is a mess.
No more.
Sign up for our newsletter. We never spam you.
Never did.
Get Bob and Sheri exclusives. Just go to bobandsheri.com.
If you look at any pictures that are publicity pictures for the Rolling Stones, who are gearing up for another tour, Mick Jagger is 80 years old, they are always smiling. They very seldom have that, and I've mentioned this before, the bad boy sort of look, because as you get a little older, and in their case quite a bit, it's not as attractive. I think your face changes a little bit. And you don't have to be 80. I mean, you could be 40. Your face, just the structure of it changes a little bit. There's gravity that you're, dealing with. And Mary took a picture of me. She said, just stand right there and don't move a muscle. Just look the exact same way that you're looking right now. Do not change your face. And she took a picture of me, and then she showed it to me, and it scared the hell out of me. It really did. I can look at myself in the mirror, and obviously, I've as the years go on, some things have changed, but not all that much. And I saw the picture, and I looked like the most pissed off man I've ever seen in my life. I didn't know that I could have that kind of a face, and I make an effort, especially if I'm out publicly. If we're meeting listeners or whatever, to try to have a smile, at least a welcoming smile, nothing that is, going to turn anybody off. I saw that picture and it scared me. And she said, I'm just telling you, Bobby, you've got to, separate, show a little teeth, And I went, how could this be happening to me? And I guess just, gravity hits at some age and it's a little more of a downturn. So you got to, either get big time plastic surgery or show a little teeth now and then. It really surprised me.
It sounds like someone has a bad case of RBF. Is that what she was getting at? That
she was.
Yeah.
It wasn't really RBF. It was more RB angry. It was almost an angry look. And I don't think I carry it around all the time, but when she caught it, I thought, man, do not go out in public like that.
Maybe this is a man thing, because sometimes I have to ask my husband, I'm like, is that your mad, angry face or your thinking face? And he's like, it's my thinking face. But your thinking face looks like an angry face. And is that something that we're perceiving? Yeah, maybe we're perceiving that. See, here's what we want. And it's not fair or realistic or reasonable. No matter what shenanigans we are raining down upon you, we want you to be happy about it, and we want your face to show it.
I know, and it is unfair. Let me just say, it is unfair.
It is. You didn't hear me trying to defend it. No, it's insane and unfair.
It's just a fact.
Right?
It's just a fact.
But here's the thing. Like, hey, Kev, my entire family is coming. And I need your face to look happy about it, right? Like, we need you. And a lot of times, and I know Mary, and Mary, like me, enjoys shenanigans and enjoys bringing them into the house and subjecting you to them and inviting other people to participate. And we just want you to be happy about everything all the time. That's all.
It's easier for me. Like, say I'm in Kevin's place, and oh God, what a absolute fantasy.
What a sweet spot. What a catbird seat that is, right?
So I'm in his place and your family comes over. I don't have a problem with that situation. I know I've got to turn it on. Some people just don't care. I do care. But it's just when I'm walking around the house. And I said to her, she said, well, you just have to smile around, walking around the house. I said, it must be exhausting to try to walk around the house looking like Clarabelle. You know what I mean? Looking like a clown. That's a lot to have to. It sounds exhausting. I've got to find a way to get rid of the resting anger face without just driving myself mad.
Now you know what it's because you're so good looking, Bob. I saw this on, which I can't remember if it was Twitter or Facebook, but some woman said, I was just in the grocery store minding my business and a man said to me, you're too good looking to look angry, smile. Maybe it's a compliment. You're just so good looking that Mary just wants you to smile, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
There you
She's
go.
She's missing that look.
Yeah, you didn't think of it that way, did you?
No, I didn't. Yeah.
It's Bob and Sheri.
I would like to share what happened to me yesterday afternoon. So I was in the bathroom and emptying the bathroom trash can into a bag. So in this bathroom in our house, the trash can is next to the toilet, and the lid was up on the toilet because I had just squirted some of that Lysol toilet bowl cleaner in it, if you can picture it. So I've got that, and I've squirted the toilet bowl cleaner in, and now I'm going to empty the trash bag. And unbeknownst to me, the city had people working on the water lines. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes when the city comes and works on your water lines, they'll blow the lines. And when they blow the lines, if the lid is up on your toilet, water goes everywhere. I came home one day and the bathroom, it looked like somebody had tossed a bucket in there. And I was like, Kevin, what in the world have you done? And it turned out that the city had blown the lines. So I am not, the lid is up because I've just put the blue stuff in. I'm bending down, filling the trash bag at the exact moment the city blew the lines.
No.
Yes. No. Yes. You have never heard a woman let out the kind of shocked, grossed out, horrified scream.
Oh my God.
How much water came out?
Well, I had to take a shower because I was so horrified. My shirt was wet. There was water in my face and my hair. And the water in the bowl was clean, but I had just put the Lysol stuff in there. And also, I'm not the prissiest woman. Like, I'm not the highest maintenance woman, but a face full of toilet water, that's too much for me. Okay? That's that's more than I can really cope with.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, it's the most wonderful time of the year, huh?
It really is. So I turn around, I'm standing there. First I was like, because of course you're surprised when the toilet attacks you. Right. So, and then I was like, and I don't know what's in that blue Lysol cling gel, but it was in my eyes. And so I just turned around. I just turned around and yanked the shower on and was climbing into the shower while I was stripping my clothes off. It was disgusting. So I have to ask you, there are 24 hours in every day, and the city blows the water lines maybe once, twice a year. We have a neighbor situation where this neighbor doesn't really observe the laws and has choked up the storm easement. So our stormwater drains get choked, and that's why the city's down here blowing the lines, right? So it doesn't happen very often. It's a couple times a year. 24 hours in a day, 365 days a year, city comes out maybe twice. What are the odds? What are the odds that at the exact moment that my face is in the bullseye, that's the moment they blew the lines?
Aren't you surprised it was you and not me?
I'm shocked. I am stunned that it was me and not you. I don't even know. Like, I'm still speechless about it. I don't know if it shows. I'm still like, and so I get out of the shower and I get dry. And Kevin's like, how many showers are you going to take today? Oh, just 1,000 because I don't have any friends or hobbies.
That is awful. I've never heard of anything like this. I mean, I've heard of them blowing the lines out, but I thought they would blow it out, toward the sewer area or something like that. Jeez.
Maybe
backing it up.
Maybe it's our unique plumbing. We're up on a hill. I don't know, but all I can tell you is it's not the first time it's happened. You walk into your bathroom and there's water everywhere. Like, what the what? But to have it come to your face and my sweater. And there's that awful feeling of being in your sock feet and stepping in a puddle. Now, so I had that. I had the wet sweater, the toilet water in my face and hair and eyes with the Lysol cling gel. And I was in my socks, so I had like wet sock feet. Oh,
Lord.